Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So this is the part 2 of this beautiful reading, that I took the time to explain to you, because I can tell you from now your DM loves you. If you're resonating with my energy, he does. It's undeniable. And I'll tell you, it's the type of love, I'll say this the way that I'm channeling it, is not even being in love with you because he doesn't know you yet, but it's really like the type of love that you would have for a sister, for a mother, for a best friend, for a nephew, a niece, a grandfather. Is that type of I'm saying like familial type of love, in a sense, you die for that person, and that excludes, the intimacy. Being in love with you is something that's going to come, like I think that you will experience, like the two of you together. So yeah, definitely that. I think that he loves you, and this is the part 2. Two more things I have to say. I wouldn't be surprised, if these DMs start actually researching this whole twin flame thing. It's literally like either you mentioned he was your twin flame, your DM, something of that kind, and he may have left it off. But I'm telling you right now, I think it's like what you say in English, piquing his interest, a little bit like that. And another thing I want to say, and then I'll start the reading on that energy, within these energies, to see if he explains his love, or if we need to know anything more when it comes to this like new feelings that they have for us. Another thing I'm saying is that at this point is literally like each one helps one amongst us, divine feminine, or at least I want to believe within like my soul family, my soul tribe. It's like collectively we can get what we want, like all of us together. So do not miss that chance, and I'm telling you what it's doing is like, while you're busy being in this energy, a true divine feminine energy that has no problem nor sees like competition within another true DF, in a sense, it make you want to help her, to love her, to be there for her. I'll tell you, the vibes that you're sending are healing. They would heal anybody, but above all, they're healing your DMs, So let's start the reading. Welcome everybody. Oh, I thought it flipped. My angel. Yeah. You better say it out loud. Woman. It's the card in my deck for like divine feminine. I don't have anything else. I have like man and woman, so already like who you are to him. Let us meet. Didn't I tell you, people? Didn't I tell you that they're daydreaming of you, and that is like, well, you are getting discouraged. With him is a lot different. He's more proactive, and at this point, he wants to meet you, whether he lives close or far. Is like, literally nothing can stop him from this point to look at you in the eyes again. I have the vision now. Please forgive me. It's beautiful, people. And normally these cards here, like, because I am not so open to my DM lately, I tend to overlook, like they're just for guidance. But this time around, because of the first part of this reading, I believe him, because he said all of those things to us, in the first reading. So let's see in the first part. You better say that out loud, that I'm your angel and your divine feminine. My DM knows me, before our separation, which was none, because we've never really been together. I told you I don't really like to speak of myself, but I'm willing to share a little bit. We've never really been together, but before we got separated, quote unquote, I made sure, like not in a vain type of way, in just being myself, you know, just being authentic. I made sure he understood, you know, that I'm not like any other woman, and I'm telling you, it's the same thing that you did to him. Whether you know it, you know, or not, that's the energy that you displayed, you know. So no matter what you're thinking, I can tell you, you left like you say an imprint or your print on him. That's what I can see here. You can't deny who you are. He's seen you even at your worst, you know, you were better than most. Okay. I'll tell you something I'm channeling to begin with here. It's literally like if I need one card. Yeah, people, another one. Yes, it's literally like, you know, I'll tell you two scenarios that I'm seeing here, like up front. Whether your person was with somebody else, you know, and they separated from that person with your knowledge or not, you know, it's literally like when they split, the first thing that was on his mind, you know, was the fact that he had to find somebody for himself. Like literally, now I'm single and I can just, you know, run off to the sunset or whatsoever. That there is not of his worries anymore. It's not about this like intimacy or finding somebody else. It's not about, you know, this karmic energy. I'm telling you, like this here is the side story. It does not include you. I can see a main karmic. Like, it's funny because I think that every DF here, or most of us, you know, go through this type of scenario here where there's a main karmic, a main competition, and because she won't do, she's not you, you know, there are these others here, and he tries to find you in all of these women here, and even in the lover in reverse, like, you know, finding somebody new. He's not worried about that anymore, you know. And let me tell you something, neither is he worried about the state, you know, that he's in for the moment. Like, if he's single, he's not worried, you know, about being single. And you see the Six of Wands here is literally like it's a little battle that he's won, you know. You don't know what your DM is made of. I'm telling you, for most of us, you know, we don't know anything about them, because they kept, you know, themselves hidden from you, their authentic self. When I see this Nine of Pentacles in reversed, but I can tell you is literally like now he's accepting the situation, or his situation, for what it is. Like, I'm single, I don't have to be chasing this love. If you didn't find love in your life, your match didn't find love either. It's literally like, I'm tired of chasing this relationship that will never be, and all of these karmics here is what I can see. Some more, because that there is just the beginning. I can tell you, I need to know what's behind this here, and the sense of victory. I can tell you one thing that you may not know of is literally, I can see here like literally some kind of a sex addict, you know, or a sex addiction. It's like, you know, he's letting go of that darker side of him that has to do with this his intimacy. And watch, you know, the card for me for intimacy, and then because it's the lowest level, that's why I take these pages a little bit differently. Like, I give what you call it, like personalities to my cards, but in a little different way. This one is childish when it comes to feelings. So the lower level is the base, or the what you call it, like sacral chakra, and that's exactly where this guy is stuck, you know. No matter in which form, see him in reverse, like, you know, I'm growing from this energy. And see the Three of Cups, you know, in reverse, like, you know, these karmics won't do anymore. I see here literally like a pathology around his intimacy, whether he's somewhat of a serial cheater, or like just being promiscuous and wicked, you know, as we say. That's what I see here, and I see that he's letting go of that, you know. It's no longer part of his world, his daily. So, you know, Yeah, that's why this like Nine of Pentacles in reversed here, it starts making sense. It's literally like, you know, he does not need to find what you call it, like satisfaction in other people than him. A little bit like that. Oh, I got cards, but I'll draw again. Let me see. Okay, people, I gotta take this for that. These cards jumped because I'm not sure anymore whether this Nine of Pentacles was upright or reversed, you know. But what I can see is that, you know, being single is no longer a problem for him, and that he's not chasing the wrong type of energies, you know, anymore. You know something? Because of this World card that just like, you know, and all of the things that I'm starting to see now. This thing here, people, I don't know if I can say that without scaring anyone, but let me tell you, it is forever, you know. You'll find yourself, you know, throughout your lifetimes, always finding yourself to the very point where you are now. Literally, shout out to India Aries, this place between dark and light where wrong becomes right, you know. Beautiful, that's the name of the song. You see that like infinity figure? I can tell you we're just like at this spot here, this very spot here. If it makes sense to you, if you can see the picture, is like it will never end, you know. And I'll leave that aside because I know it'll guide me. I'll tell you something here. All of these things that I'm telling you is preparing you for one thing and one thing only. Not to be the Queen of Swords that you will be tempted to be towards your person, you know. Because he's given me a clear clue. He's not talking to you and offering, you know, his cup of love to you. Remember that, like, I don't like this energy, but that negative energy that he's like freeing himself from, it doesn't have to do with being promiscuous or like this Three of Cups energy anymore. Now he wants to give his love to you. And he's not talking or like holding his distance because he knows like literally 100% she gotta give it to me first, you know. And yeah. Let's see. I can tell you something. Yeah. Oh, people, this is absolutely beautiful. One last card. Yeah, I'll leave it here because I can see where this is going. You know, I can tell you something. For some of you, you know, listening to me, some kind of very particular tower moment happened lately in your life. And this is something that's personal, you know. It doesn't even have to do with your DM, you know, like straight away. He's involved, but really it has nothing to do with him. I'll tell you what I can feel, you know, is because of the madness that he made you go through. Is like literally, I'm telling you what it is, you know. You let go of something that was providing you from moving forward in your lives lately. That was providing you for like seeing this type of happiness that you can have, you know. And I'll tell you, I feel like that energy is not fully renewed when it comes to this Ten of Cups in reverse, because it should always be upright, you know. Meaning, despite this tower moment that I can see clearly here that has already happened lately. And if it's not you, if you're not resonating what I'm telling you, it's your DM, but I'll speak for DFs because the High Priestess to me is a feminine type of energy. Before you even had this tower moment, you know, you did not believe in love anymore, that you could be in this position here, having your family, your kids, you know, like that happy family. You didn't believe in that. And then this tower moment happened, you know. And it's like it was madness literally within you or outside. is either like exploding or imploding, people. But I can see that happening not too long ago, and I'll tell you, you know, it's literally like some of you let go of the things that that provided them from moving on in this life, if it makes sense to you. It was literally like some kind of I can sense here a childhood trauma, you know, a childhood type of situation that you've been carrying on for too long, some kind of a trauma yet again I can feel, or some kind of dysfunction in your lives or something. But the way it's been displayed here to me, I can tell you is of great importance, and is something that you held on, you know, to for the longest time in your life. But you see, this Chariot in reverse is literally like this thing that I can feel here had to happen for you to let go, you know, of the madness in your life. Yeah. And I'll tell you something, there are things that you're experiencing or from this Tower moment that I can see you'll find yourself from now on not feeling like a victim anymore, which I think a lot of us have felt like, you know, like, why is this whole world, you know, literally against me, is what I can see here. And it lets me know I forgot to do something, but you know, it's always divinely guided, you know. And I'll tell you something, I can feel here, like, from this thing happening, a strong a strong sense of stability in your life at this point. I'll tell you, it's a very strong picture. It's like literally I'm going to ride or die, you know, living my life from now on. I mean, in a sense, die trying. And we're not even talking about your DMs here, we're talking about you. It's like, you know, literally I can hear it here, it doesn't matter anymore. That's my life, you know, that's my past, and that's how it's going to be. Literally, this is beautiful. This here feels like what you call it, like auto therapy a little bit, but it came out of something, it sprung out of this very thing that I can see here. And I'll tell you, if it's not you, if you don't resonate with the things that I'm telling you as far as the smoke clearing in your head a little bit and letting go of this trauma or something that really messed you up for a long time, you know, where you felt like literally, I'm telling you, the whole world is against you, is because your DM is feeling that way, but somebody is feeling that way. Yeah. It's beautiful. Because you'll see the quality of your lives, you know, after this thing here. Soul song. Okay, well, I already gave you one. Beautiful. Meditation, that's for guidance for me, but I forgot it, you know. Soul family, did not tell you about that. And soul tree, people, did not tell you about that at the beginning of my reading, you know. This thing is a collective thing, many divine feminines coming together, or like unleashing their power to the point it's not even your DM, it's like literally everybody is going to be weak to you at this point. It's not like some kind of, like, you know, type of control or manipulation. You're not going to be like that, you know, when it comes to them. But I'll tell you, your aura, to me in this deck, is the card color. So if you see it happening, you know exactly what I'm trying. I mean, if you see me draw the card, you'll know exactly what I'm trying to tell you here. It's the vibes that we send out, people. And meditation, it is what it is, but I only see this heart here, you know. Beautiful. Music is spirit is telling me I gotta think like in a musical way as I'm doing this here. Oh yeah, makes me think of a song, you know. You remember I told you your DM keeps daydreaming of you? I'm a little bit old school, people. It is what it is. I like good music and I like soul music, you know. It's but it's not really soul. It's a song from LL Cool J. It's actually called Hey Lover. And I don't know if for some of you, featuring Boyz II Men, I don't know if some of you ever saw the video. You know, it's literally like he was daydreaming or dreaming of this like unreachable type of woman. That's exactly how your DMs feel for you. Some more. I want to go with this deck in a second. People, I cannot make this thing up, and I'm not of that kind, you know. I keep like looking, and I'm like totally free, feeling good, you know, in tune with me, with you, with the whole experience here. And this card literally jumped from the third deck that I chose, and you could see that is beautiful. Somebody's in the right mindset, I'll tell you that much, you know. No way. Yeah. Now I can see. I'm telling you, these cards here, I cannot read them in reverse, but I can sense their energy, whether they are in reverse or not. From the thing that I just told you, I'm telling you, the smoke cleared, you know, in a lot of people's heads here. Is literally like you were living in a fog. You may still feel like that, you know, because when you're aligned, it feels like that too, I can tell you. But it's a different type of fog. And when I say that, I always see the picture of like your feet not touching the ground anymore when you feel bad. And the same thing happening when you feel extremely good, you know. I'll tell you something. From now on, the floating type of energy or disconnected type of energy is going to turn more in the positive side. Because I'm telling you, whether it's conflicts, you know, with other people or inner conflicts, you're going to be able to detach yourself from these things like very, very quickly with this, like, you know, this is a fast card to me. And I can tell you it's the same idea that I had here. You'll find yourself sometime soon like coming out of this victim mentality and watch, you know, your victory when it comes to that. Absolutely beautiful. That's why the swords, you know, are given to you, or we kept, you know, getting this like what you call it, Ace of Swords, you know, because, you know, you needed to go through that step, you know, to have like mental clarity. Because I feel like your mental has played, you know, literally the most tricks on you throughout this twin flame journey. Got two. I'll tell you what it is. It's literally like me having to slow myself down a little bit is what I can feel here. Because I tend to, like me, I'm going to write this thing out, you know. No matter what happens, I know one thing and one thing only. I'm a Queen of Cups. The Cups is my energy, and that's how it's going to be until the day that I die. You know, I'm not going to change because of people. I can tell you, some of you, meaning I may be a little bit too positive, but that's the energy that I want to share. I'll tell you something, you know, a lot of you felt like they have been done, like, whew, this here, people, you cannot stay in that energy. And I know it's speaking to somebody, you know, because after all this positivity, if it feels like it has to reveal itself, is because some of you are in that state of mind, you know. You gotta get out of there. Is literally like I can see it here, you know. Some of you literally like giving up on this thing. This is like resigning, if it's the right word, resignation, if that's the right word. Like literally your arms are down, your shoulders are down, you know, and you don't know what to do about, like, you know, the card is down there already, but literally, I mean, another one, but this card will do just as well. Is literally like all of the madness that you have experienced. I can tell you each of our situations, you know, are different, but there's something remaining when it comes to that. It's like you were treated unfairly, you know. Yeah. And I can see another thing too. While you're literally like giving up on this whole thing, you'll see yourself being a little bit like rebellious and a little bit like you know, like having somewhat of a biting type of attitude towards people, you know. I can see it here. Being very like volatile, you know, when it comes to people, is because you're hurt inside and like literally like justifiably, justly, I don't know if you say that in English, but like fairly so, rightly so. I'll tell you something, you know, if you feel like you're a little bit in despair, that you don't believe anymore, I'll tell you, you know, you're not the only one feeling down, feeling like literally, I can see it here, beaten to the ground. Like you have no more fire in you to fight this thing for somebody here. You're not by yourself, is what I have to tell you. You're not alone. You know, a lot of people feel that way, and you know, the only thing we can do is to always keep looking forward. You know, I'm telling you, it's going to get better with time. It is. It is going to get better with time. And you know, this energy here, I can tell you, it started before your DMs. But what really beats you to the ground, you know, is that that experience, you know, being a chaser. It was just too much for you to handle, you know. But I'll tell you something, once you let go of that energy and let go of the burden, you know, attached to this twin flame experience, you know, because that there was like the drop, you know, that made your cup literally overflow. Once you let go of that energy, you will see that things will get better for you. For, you know, this message is for somebody. I need other cards. Yeah. I'll tell you, that's what I'm channeling, you know, because I refuse to believe that, you know, you have to let go of the passion, because that's it. What kind of passion? The one for your DM, it does not matter here. This is literally like your lives, you know. I'll tell you something that I'm seeing here is literally somebody being done with this whole life, and you cannot think that way. Just trust me, if you're listening to me, I am telling you, you'll see that this whole thing is going to get better for you. Don't give up on life, literally, I'm seeing here. Some more. Oh, I got a new deck, you know, which is great. You know, Spirit is working beautifully. It's called Heal Yourself, Reading Cards by Ina Siegel. Intuitive guidance to transform your soul. Let's see what he's got to say. How teachable are you? I don't see it as that, because nobody should be teachable nor, you know, influentiable. It's literally like, how much can you let people come closer to you? I say that because you're supposed to have a free mind, you know. Phoenix rising, people. Yeah, Phoenix rising, people. You better believe it, you know. Sexuality. Okay, I see where this is going, you know. Self-love, and I need one more card. Love. Beautiful. let me tell you, it's literally like you're going to have, for us DFs, it's like we're going from literally from the upper chakras back down, whereas other people are actually going through the lower chakras up. You're going to have to go back to those type of basic human needs, enough of the 5D experience. Literally, like, go back to your base chakra, where the spark, if you're alive, your base chakra is activated. It is what it is. No need to be discouraged, no need to think I can feel it here for some people to end your life. Don't even think like that. Let me show you or tell you the clues. First of all, for a lot of you, I can see it here too, with this a little bit of like hysteric type of demeanor here, is because you are rejecting these type of energies here too, because you love your DM so much. Your body has to be punished too in some way. That's not the way to go. You gotta find back to your second chakra, and self-love, and love in general. For lots of us, we think that this type of energies here, they're like not real. Check this out, people. This here is the content of life. That's how you give life. That's how you give yourself life. And this is how you keep on giving life. Literally, like, this cycle I was talking to you about here that can never end is being displayed in front of me. If you exclude any of these things here, your life is not going to be complete, which is why you would feel like, there's no more chance for you. And I can tell you, people, because Spirit is giving me too many clues lately. It's too much, and it is definitely geared onto the 3D experience. If I was mistaken before, literally, like, for us right now, enough of like the psychic and soul thing. Literally, like, now it is time for you guys to live life. One last card here. Inner child. Didn't I tell you? Like, a lot of you guys are going to see yourself, if it has not happened yet, like letting go of your inner childhood, people, or like traumas from the past. I can see it here. It's beautiful, Spirit. Selling out. You crazy. This is like something that I do very rarely, but I don't know this deck, and I refuse this energy here. I'm rejecting it like altogether at this point of the reading. Selling out is not what we do here. She better be careful, otherwise I'm going to tear it apart and throw it away. I don't need this type of energies in my cards. Wild, okay. Oh, I got two. Soulmates, people, patience, and alchemy. I'm done. Thank you, Spirit. This is beautiful. When I see alchemy, I'm telling you, this thing between you and your DM, it cannot be broken. And I wonder why Spirit is talking like to us. This here, I feel like it's a shared energy, because at the end of the day, it is his reading. I'm telling you, when it comes back, to being yourself, having a healthy sexuality, I told you he's going to clear up his act when it comes to that. Loving yourself so much, that you don't find yourself having to go outside of yourself, to literally find love, people. That's what people are going through. The thing that's providing you from like loving each other, I can tell you, was definitely childhood wounds, is what I can tell you. And when I see wild here, jokes apart, I can tell you, for some of you, this childhood experience has been something, something. And you see it here, this idea of like you soulmating. I can tell you it's happening. And patience, you're there, people. You just have to see it, you know. I think that you've displayed all of the patience that you could. And you know what I'm seeing here is literally like this wise, mature, beautiful. She's beautiful here and graceful in her years, or in her years, you know. I can see growth here. You'll be surprised, people, of the things that you can do in the future if you let this thing, you know, play out. And I will leave it at that, you know. Some more. I want to know before we end this beautiful reading, yet I'm telling you why literally like the love does not matter, though I can see it here, you know. I can definitely see it here. It's because there's something behind that, and you heard all of the things that I told you. There's healing behind that, you know. So what is your DM? I'm not going to clarify these cards because I think this here is even greater, you know. My angel woman, which is my divine feminine card, I'll tell you, you left your mark on this guy. It's like you're the prototype, you're everything. You're like, if she's not like you, literally I don't want her, you know. And I'm telling you, he definitely wants to see you, and you see him, you know, asking for forgiveness. But besides that, DMs, what do you want to tell us, you know, your DFs? What it is? What is it? Sorry. What do you feel? Do you really love us? Just tell us. Reaching out. I feel like he's so determined at this point to just do that, to build something with you. And I told you in the first part too, there's no more distractions, you know, for him. Some more, and we'll finish the reading sometime soon. Ooh. People, I had to catch myself for a second, you know. Let me tell you, I am definitely sensing this union here. It's too perfect, people. It's too perfect. I don't know what kind of, you know, cards you read, people you watch and things like this, but you know, it is beautiful. I can see union here yet again, people, and not just do I see it in the cards, I feel it coming my way. I feel it coming your way. If you've made it this far, it's beautiful, you know. And I'll tell you why. You see that like infinity sign that I kept referring to over and over again is literally like you're back on another loop, you know. I'll tell you a couple of things that I'm seeing is literally like at your worst, people, you're still love, you know. At your worst, you're still like the best thing in town. I don't care what anybody says, you know. It's because now you got these things in you. You've learned these lessons. You thought you went through all this madness here for nothing. I'm telling you, you have graduated in some form. You've graduated, you see that? Divine confirmation. You graduated in some form of like mastery that's not from this world, people. Is the only thing that I can tell you. And you know, I can tell you right now, I can see it here, and I know I gotta trust myself. A lot of you are feeling like they're at their weakest, you know. But I keep telling you, even at your weakest, people, you're good. It's beautiful. I hope you're catching this with me, you know. Beautiful. DM, if you got something to say, say it now. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait a couple of days, you know. Okay. You see this offer that he wants to give you. What's behind this heartache? Gotta take a second here because this is literally like what's blocking this union that I can see underneath. So I'll tell you what I'm seeing, you know, and this yet again, it is a strong picture, but it's clear to me. It's literally our DMs, you know, or spirit, because I trust spirit, I don't trust my DM. That's, anyways, you know. Anyways, I'm seeing here literally like, how do you expect for him to have an answer, being like the magician, offer you all these things that will make everything right, you know, everything in your life right? I can tell you here from what I see that you guys are the kind, you know, that don't take help so easily, or like, you know, the type that cries out for a helping hand, and when people come your way or try to approach you or give something to you, you tend to refuse that, you know, because that's what I can see here. You're doing that to your DMs too. You're doing that to him in 3D and in 5D. It's literally like, at this point you're going to have to know what's your own door to happiness, or door to union, you know, literally. Because only when you will know, he will know as well what to do. I can tell you he's trapped in that energy, like, I don't know how to make this thing right, you know, literally like, DF, do you know how I can make that right? You know, we can't move away from each other, but I can't, like, you know, move away from the things that I have done, and you can't, like, neither. I can tell you, I see it here, that transformation is that, you see it here, that transformation is that devil energy. He's pulled towards the light, you, and it's all thanks to you. I'm telling why I'm seeing this here is because, you know, what do we do now that the runner has healed, is what I see here. DM, I keep telling you, you better start talking. He's telling me here he's made the wrong choice, you know, and now, like, I don't know how to explain this. Literally, like, he's convinced himself, you know, that he's a liar, and, you know, like, nothing will come from me a little bit, you know, because of all these lies. Even if I want to detach myself from this negative energy, I can tell you within he's still a little bit there. In a sense, that's how he sees himself. I keep telling you, you know, I don't care how your DM looks like. It's actually, or like, appear to you, the last encounter or time you've seen him is literally like, it's the furthest thing from the truth. This is not even guilt anymore, it's low self-esteem, people, but because of things that he has done. Okay. Oh no. I'll tell you something that I can see here, him stepping into some problems for him. I can tell you something, and when I see this justice in reversed here, it's alright, you know, people, you getting the clues. The love is there, but it doesn't, you know, it's still the part 2. I'll tell you something, you see this justice in reverse, this judgment in reverse, the wheel of fortune in reverse. He may have done you wrong, or you've done wrong. I mean, people treated you the wrong way in your life, you know, to the point where you don't even trust life anymore. I can tell you, I can see the same thing happening to him. And that's to your DM, you know. You remember how he entered our reading, like he was there. This is how, I'll take one last card. You got one last card, but I'm still cool with you because I can see pain here, which is why this 3 of Swords is here. It's like, imagine the place where he finds himself, you know, trying to heal himself as the runner. It's like, you know, I have no self-esteem. It's literally like, I'm telling you, while he was busy hiding himself from you, he took the time to show you his worst side, you know, and that's what he's left with when I see this judgment in reversed here. I'll tell you, he's in the energy of hope maybe just as much as you are. It's like literally you betting everything on the life that I could see here. At this point, it's more than just the union. Your lives, you know, depend on this whole thing, quite frankly. And when I see these two cards here, I can tell you, you know, it's like some people are going to have to see the face of God, you know, in their lives. To be like, you know, thank God, I knew that you never forgot about me, you know. Yeah. But I see it here, he's going through some problems, you know. It's literally like fortune has not been on his side. He's getting nothing literally from the universe, you know. You can see this judgment in reverse is literally like he put these things, you know, on himself. And I'll tell you right now, his heart may be in the right place, but he's completely messed up mentally, is what I can see here. I can see that, people. Clear. And all he's left with, you know, is hope. And hope for what? Hope for the same things you're hoping for your union, and for him just to have like these things upright, like, you know, the wheel of fortune upright, justice upright, like the 10 of cups upright. Literally here he's telling me he's having the same experience that you are, people, because if you are honest to yourself, it can be just you. A divine feminine in reverse, like maybe not fully in her power, and a queen of swords in reverse, meaning a woman that's mentally a little bit unstable, or like definitely off track. Yeah, people, that's how he's feeling. That's him here in the flesh. It's literally like he's telling me, like, yeah, it's me that's speaking to you. See how you read this card like a real man? I'm the real man, you know. So we'll finish this reading like a little bit. He was rich, people. He had like a lot of things, and you just have to check it for yourselves, you know. Nourish. Divine masculine. I see where this is going. It's literally like you think you're the only one. Yes, people. Yes, people. You think you're the only one, you know, who needs salvation. You think you're the only one who needs rescuing. You think you're the only one who needs to see, you know, God, or the face of God, you know, for a change in their lives. This here is literally like a cry for help, people, and it's coming from him. I'll tell you that much, you know. One last card. This is crazy. I didn't imagine this would take such a turn. I thought he was going to tell us he loves us and let's get married. That's what he wants, but in his life, you know, he's not there, in a sense, like, you know, things are not going well for him. Ooh, people, things are not going well for him. I'm scared to draw one more card. And I'll tell you why. Like me, I'm not an emotional type of person, but this thing is really getting through me, you know, because as I'm telling you those things, you know, like, this is definitely how he can get through me. I won't care about him, but if he asks me to help him, I will be there for him, like I would be there for literally anybody else, you know. Oh, it's crazy. One last card. Oof. Please, God, don't spook me, scare me. Please, you know, I'm a gentle spirit, don't hurt me. Soul journey. One more card. Sensitivity. Yeah, that's how he can get through me, and that's, I feel, people. I'll tell you one thing. If you have just a little bit of compassion for this guy, I can tell you this here, people, is going to come to reality, like in the 3D. Soul love. and give me one more. It's the love that's between you and him inside. I'll leave it here because, you know, literally spirit is telling me you're looking for reconciliation or union. Can't you see this thing like right in front of you? People have said everything that I had to say, and you know, I'm a humble type of human being, and in all humility, you know, I hope that you're getting the message that I just gave you, because as I'm speaking, you know, this message of like compassion, you know, for our DMs, sensitivity and soul love, you know, that's compassion, but that's compassion in like people you can't even fathom this thing at this point. It's literally like having compassion for the whole universe. And like no matter how people treat you or whatsoever, or what's the experience, you always having that love, you know, inside of you. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'll tell you, it's the second time around that I see what I want to see in this here. And it's been showing up lately. I can tell you with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands and the Star card, your union is coming. Period. Oh, Goddess of the Moon. Yeah. It's that sensitivity, and literally like this is spirit giving me one card, you know, because in my element the moon is also a part of my element. It's the sensitivity that I'm displaying here, sharing with you. Woman holding okay, it's just a slip, but it's there for a reason. Man holding a heart. Did not tell you, like, you know, besides the things that he experiences, the madness, there's love for you. The only thing that he's holding on to is actually your love for you. That's what keeps him alive or going, you know. Oh, people, I had to catch myself for a second here, because I cannot deny what I see in front of me. I'm right about the things that I'm telling you, because if I cannot be, you know, the Queen of Cups, I'll be the Queen of Goddess of the Moon, you know, all day just for you guys, you know, no problem. Your union is coming, people. Spiritually and like emotionally you are in tune. So I can tell you at this point, no matter what you're feeling, you know, that's exactly the way that he's feeling. You're hurt, he's hurt. You're happy, he's happy. You're moving forward, he's moving forward. You're going backwards, he's going backwards, you know. But this here, people, if you made it, if anybody has made it's this far in my video, I can tell you, you will have your DMs. He's there for you, and actually it is time, you know. And I'll leave this reading at that, you know, because I feel like he could go on and on and on. We have to get like this very message, you know, to begin with. I'll finish with some cards. I got like, oh, I got scared, people, because, you know, sacral chakra, telling you, go back to self and that idea, you know. When you do, you'll see that your DM will be there in your life to actually satisfy those needs, you know. Repressing that for the moment, I can tell you, for some people it's literally like killing you. I'll tell you that much, you know. Awareness. Yeah. One more card for this magician here. Transformation. I'll tell you what I'm seeing here is like, you know, the wands. It's beautiful, people. It's absolutely beautiful. The wands, they come from this energy here. You remember the cycle I told you, like sexuality, self-love, and love? That's the cycle that you can never close, you know. That's the cycle that you can never end. And this here is a little bit of the gate, you know. If this gate is closed within you, the rest cannot happen, you know. And I can see that in like balance and awareness. It goes for me with like this goddess of the moon. I'll tell you something that I'm seeing, and I know that I'm not wrong about this, you know. I'll help a lot of you like transform through this reading that I just gave you. One more card. I know it's wisdom. I know it. Okay, one more. I know it, you know. This is strong for me as well. People, the truth. I'll tell you something. I don't need this deck anymore. Everything I told you in this reading is the truth. And I know it, you know. For some reason, I can share what my wisdom, you know, with other people and make a significant change in their lives, people. And I'll tell you that's the truth, and I will leave it at that. I know I'm not supposed to be touching that. And when I see you are the universe, people, maybe, and you are too. You are to me. Hold your vision. Yeah, let's hold on to my vision. Some more. Beautiful reading. A personal issue reaches resolution. So you see it and read it, you know, for yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. This may be for somebody, and this card here flipped. Communication is key. It definitely is, people, because when you reconnect with your DM next, if you didn't get this type of message, this positivity, this message of love, you know, that I'm sending you, you're going to find yourself, you know, acting wild, you know, towards your DM. And a card, release your ex. Definitely time to release, you know, that negative energy. I'm telling you why. It's because it's weighing onto you way too heavy at this point. You cleared so much, but your core, you know, that part of you that cannot lie to yourself is still hurt over this whole thing, over your whole experience on earth. I can tell you. I mean, you deserve love. You are lovable. That's what your DM feels for you. I keep telling you. You left your mark on this guy. Definitely. Love yourself first. That's the same self-love within this cycle, you know, that I saw earlier. You're there. Either you're lacking self-love or you're lacking love for others. Is one way or the other. This is going to be the last card. Oh, I got like... No, the last card for today. It's enough. I can sense spirit telling me that, you know. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. I believe that's, yet again, that's with me. That's for you, but that's for me. Like, keep doing the thing that you do. I can see it here for myself, and you know, I'm sending this energy out so that you can benefit from that too. No way. No way. Calling in your soulmate. People, I'll tell you, and I will leave it at that, you know, because it is what it is. I'll tell you what I'm feeling here. You cannot sabotage this type of love, people. That's the light-hearted energy that I'm going to extend to you, because I know that it is the truth, no matter what this thing looks like, you know. There's no such thing as unrequited love between you and him. There's no such thing as unrequited love between you and him. There's no such thing as unrequited love between you and him. And let me show you. It's beautiful, people. No matter what's your situation, I don't care. If you're listening to me and you've made it this far, you can flip all you want. I'm still going to get the message out. There's no such thing as unrequited love between you and him, and you better believe that, you know. So keep on believing in your soulmate no matter what your situation looks like, and I will leave it at that. That was a beautiful reading to me. I'll keep the soul song card, you know, for the next readings, as I feel like I'm going to get some clues, you know, in the music that I'm going to listen to. So that was my reading, people. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really do. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.